The purpose of the informed consent document is to properly educate patients so they can decide whether or not to take part in your research study. The problem is, once all the organizational requirements are baked into the document, the language can become confusing and difficult for patients to understand. Eager to participate, some patients may still sign on the dotted line, even though they don't fully understand what participation in the study really means. This can be costly to the study sponsor as the patient requires more instruction, longer consultations, and ultimately may decide to leave partway through. At Mytrus, we think there's a better way. We've created an electronic informed consent learning tool called Enroll that places patients at the center of an interactive consent process, with tools that measure their understanding of the risks and benefits of participation. Better understanding leads to a stronger commitment, so patients are more likely to complete the research study. In fact, an independent study showed superior comprehension recall when comparing a paper-informed consent document with the Enroll electronic informed consent. Patients aren't the only ones better informed. By digitizing the process, Mytrus puts identified information at the site's fingertips and de-identified data at the sponsor's fingertips. Real-time access to patient consent and enrollment data, feedback directly from the patients, and critical study metrics empower you to make the refinements you need to streamline patient enrollment, increase comprehension, and ensure a successful trial.
So, how does it work? Upon arrival at the research site, your patient is given an iPad, a headset, and a touchscreen stylus, along with some basic instructions to get started. She watches an animated video similar to this one that provides an overview of important information about the study, including her rights and responsibilities and the risks and benefits of participating. Next, she reads the informed consent document, conveniently looking up word definitions or flagging unfamiliar terms and sections for later review with the study doctor. A friendly questionnaire is used to assess her comprehension, and she's welcome to review the video and informed consent document at any time to further reinforce her understanding. When she feels ready, she signs the informed consent form directly on the iPad. Signing on an electronic device meets the regulatory requirements of the FDA and most international regulatory agencies.
Once the study doctor or clinical staff confirms the patient's understanding of the study, they complete the enrollment process by providing their countersignature. Enroll can also handle additional signatures, such as assent, witnesses, HIPAA, and biobanking, in multiple languages and in the privacy of her own home. A copy of the informed consent form, with signatures, can be printed from the iPad or from a web portal and given to the patient before she leaves the research site. Informed consents tend to change as fast as they're approved, so we designed Enroll with amendments in mind. Updates can be pushed to one or more iPads to ensure that patients sign the appropriate forms. This level of version management, along with the confirmation of signatures and countersignatures, assures sponsors, sites, IRBs, and ethics committees that they're meeting the regulatory requirements and significantly reducing their audit risk. The original form and all informed consent data is encrypted and stored on a secure, validated, HIPAA-compliant remote server, and can be reviewed and confirmed by site staff, monitors, and regulatory personnel. Enroll has become the industry standard for managing informed consent and is being welcomed by the FDA, IRBs, health authorities, and ethics committees around the world as an innovative approach to improving the ethical standard for clinical trials. And industry analysts have begun to recognize the pioneering improvements that Enroll is making in the industry. Thanks for watching this introduction to the electronic informed consent process. We invite you to join us as we change the landscape of clinical research. Please contact us for a consultation and a proposal that will explain the benefits for your organization.